and welcome to the vPDF server demonstration. The purpose of this video is to show you what vPDF server does and how it works, and also to show you the compressed images that you will get from the vPDF server. The vPDF compression engine that's used in the server product is the same as the desktop encoder in the command line and also in ScanStation, so the results will be the same as those other products. Just as a summary and for your information, the compressed results you will get from a scanned image are, for example, an A4 page scanned at 300 dots per inch in color will be about 5 or 6 or 700k in size as a normal PDF scanned by any other scanning software with any other scanner. The vPDF compression will compress it down to about 45k per page. Okay, let's move on and we shall run the vPDF server and show you what it does. What you see on your screen here is the vPDF server interface. It's a simple interface because it is intended to run in the background and watch folders for arriving scanned images, which it will then compress into super compressed PDF images and send them to other folders if indeed you have asked it to do so. You can set up as many profiles as you wish. So for example, you could have a profile for every client you have, or any purpose or reason you have for when you are scanning paper with your scanners. The watched folders will be set up in this environment here and will run in the background and compress all the scanned images that arrive in the folders automatically. To show you how to do this, we will do one right now. The way to do it is open up a new job and give it a name. Let's try and replicate a scenario which is typical. We have a client who sends us their documents, and we want to scan them and compress them and save them in the client's folder. So we're going to call it client X, and we want to watch the folder in which their scanned images are scanned into. If we don't have a folder here, we can create one. I happen to have one already, and I'm going to call it client X input, meaning the folder that the scanners that are in our office are scanning the paper images into. So we select that. We then tell the vPDF server where we want the compressed images to go. I'm going to select client X output for this case here. So what happens is your scanners in your office scan the documents for your particular client or purpose or reason. They go into the watched folder, which is this one here, client X input in our case, and then the vPDF server compresses the input images and sends them as compressed PDFs to the output folder, to the folder that you have selected as the output folder. And that's what this line here is. The options here quickly are: leave the file as it is, i.e. we do not want to delete or move the original scanned image, we just want to leave it where it is, i.e. in the input folder. So that's why we don't need to enter anything into this moved to folder. We want the vPDF server to watch for PDF files in this case, not TIFF files, because our scanners scan to PDF. The other options here, the job is active, which means it's watching the folder once we save it. We don't want any OCR done on these documents. OCR means that it will OCR the text content on the pages to make it text searchable. We don't want to do that for these documents. The photo enabled means it will use a different algorithm to compress documents that have predominantly more image content pretty much a photograph is the best for this. All other documents you can leave that unchecked, but if you have photographs and you wish them to be even better quality than you get, then you can check this box here. Fast encoder just means that it's a bit faster, but you sacrifice a few K for file size, but it's not really worth mentioning or looking at, because it doesn't make that much of a difference unless you have a really slow PC. Okay, the other one in here is the quality. The quality we always set, as you may have seen in other videos, around about 7 or 8, because it's the 7 or 8 setting out of 10 is always adequate for pretty much any document you ever wish to scan and compress. So we leave it at that and we save it. As you'll see here, the job is now entered into the list. You can have as many jobs down this list as you wish, and it will watch all the folders using all the profiles you've set up. This is one profile, and this one is obviously just watching the one folder, but you, as I said, you can have as many as you like, watching as many folders as you like. You may have many scanners and many scanning departments, a large organization with lots of departments with lots of scanners, and so which will be scanning into folders, and so you can watch all these folders from one place and compress all the images in the background, and the users who are doing this scanning don't even have to know about the vPDF compression going on in the background, because when they scan in the paper, it will go to the folder that they expect it to go to, and it will be compressed automatically and sent to the destination folder. When they go to the destination folder, they'll see their scanned image in a compressed PDF using the vPDF compression technology. Okay, let's do a real example. What we have on the left hand side here is a folder called scanned files. We have a scanned image that we did earlier, and it's sitting in this folder. What we're going to do is replicate a scanning situation, whereas we scan the paper into the input folder. Rather than doing that, we've just got one already made up, and we can open it up to look at it. Like you see what it looks like, and its original format or original quality, original scanned settings. We scanned it at 300 dots per inch in colour, and this is what it looked like. You get some highlighter pen, we get the colour, we get the text, we get some pen marks here, pen writing. We zoom it in, and it looks perfect quality. Of course, you would expect it to do so because it's a high resolution scanned image, and of course, being a high resolution colour scanned image, it's going to be quite large. In this case, it's 733K. And so we wish to compress this image, and we want the vPDF server to do it automatically in the background. So what happens is, the user goes to the scanner, they put in the page or pages, and when they scan into the folder, we can replicate this by doing a copy and paste into the folder to replicate the scanning procedure. What we're going to do is paste it into the client input folder, which you can see is empty just now. Once we paste it into here, i.e. replicating what the scanner is doing, which is scanning into this folder, the vPDF server will recognize that an image has arrived, or images have arrived, and will compress them and send them on their way to the output folder that you selected for that particular profile. So let's just go ahead and do this. Paste it in, and we see what happens here. The job is running, and it's now finished. So it's real quick. As you can see, the job saw that an image had arrived, and it compressed it and sent it to the destination folder. The destination folder was client X output, which is this one here, and you can see that the image has been sent and compressed and sent to the destination folder just as we asked it to. You can see the size here is now 42K compared to 733K, as you can see here, which was the original input folder. So it's shrunk it quite dramatically, as we would expect. However, let's have a look at the output. We've seen the original, so we know what to expect. So let's open up the compressed version. There we go. As you see, the compressed version looks exactly the same as the original version. Same text, same layout, the quality is exactly the same. We can still zoom in as we did before, and the quality stays pin sharp all the way up to high resolution. It doesn't degrade at all. We've got colour and text, pen marks down here. So that pretty much covers what I wanted to show you in the vPDF server. So just to summarise, we've got the vPDF server sitting in the background on any machine that you choose to use. Doesn't have to be a server, it can be any desktop machine. It watches any location you choose, or any locations I should say, that you choose it to watch on your network or local drive, and it will compress any images that arrive into those watched locations and will send them to the output destination folder if you choose to do so, and you will get the vPDF compression done on all of your images in the background without having to change any of your existing procedures or workflow. Okay, I think that covers it. If you have any more any questions, or any would like some samples done, or would like some trial software, then please feel free to email us at our support email address, and we will do what we can to help you out and answer any of your questions. And so thanks again for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one.